And so ends the chapter of how in the hell am I going to get an Azumarill in this game. That's why. I had to go to Mount Mortar, I had to surf around in the second floor and just find a Maryland rare candy, the damn thing. It was a bit obnoxious. I'll explain the whole thing behind this in just a moment here. But I figured I might as well also show off this random Gengar that I caught while grinding my shiny team to 42. Purely just because of the DV spread. That's actually a really awesome DV spread. I ran it through a calculator. It actually gets a base 70 power hidden power dark. So even though this thing is just gonna collect dust for all of eternity, it's just like, it's cool. Why not? Good DV spread, I'll just pick it up. Why the hell not? If it didn't have a good DV spread, I would not even just bother at all. I could just pick one up when I do my proper raid of Cerulean Cave later on. But it was there. It showed itself. Why the hell not? So I got the team up to level 42. Chum and Skiro are currently in the box because these two aren't quite relevant to my interests at the moment. I did say that this segment was going to be me going to the battle sims and facing the original Gold, Silver, Crystal Elite Four. Too bad. I'm going to be doing something else. You'll understand why when I go through explaining it, but here's the rest of the team here. I've got Advent Ford and Kalimba on me, as you can see from the team display. So within maybe the last hour or so, this mod was updated to version 1.3. So I went and downloaded it. I had a bit of a gander at it. I've not run into any bugs to speak of, so that's been pretty positive so far. But the content of this segment is going to be starting here in Cherry Grove City, which is somewhat relevant to my interests. And what we're going to do is we're going to surf out here. That dude gives you a Mystic Ward. I'm not too sure if I've even talked to him. I think I might have. I'll put up a Super Repel. I don't want to be running into random wild Pokemon. At least until I want to. Okay, yeah, I got the Mystic Water. So, as you might expect, there is no longer like a barrier or anything. And now Cherry Grove City is just suddenly connected to Route 32. Also, there is just a random cave, which I'll be exploring in just a moment. But as you can see, we have emerged out onto the boardwalk of Route 32. So there's just a whole new area, and it is not exclusively water, mind you. There is indeed that cave. And then also if we have a look up here, I think there's another cave entrance somewhere up here. Yeah, there it is. I think if we head on over here, there's some grass or something like that we can go and explore in. Oh yeah, and a house. What is in this house? Oh, this is Doom's place. Okay. It's got a Wii, it's got a random Natu, it's got a whole bunch of fun stuff. That's pretty cool. Yep. Well, that's pretty good. A lot of items on the ground while Pokemon pick up items from the outside and hoard them inside. That seems interesting. Group of Rhyhorn, okay. What I'm curious about is what levels these Pokemon will be counterable at, because if you can find like level 10 Rhyhorn in there, then that might be pretty good for Nuzlocke and stuff like that. Well, that's pretty good. Would be nice if we didn't have all this glitchiness. Ah, okay. That's interesting. Does this mean there's just going to be like a quest to get something? Pickaxe. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I suppose I should probably mention there's a bit of a spoiler here. One of the things I saw like on the Crystal Clear Discord before this thing came out was that there's apparently going to be a sword implemented into this game, which basically acts like cut. Like you can cut trees down with it, and you can cut grass and stuff like that. But from what I'm reading there, it looks like they've also added a pickaxe, which acts as like a rock smash, I guess. That's kind of interesting. That actually makes this a hell of a lot more interesting of a place to me. So, I guess the question now is, which cave entrance do I want to go in? Well, I mean, I'm near this one, so why the hell not? I've never actually explored this place before, so Lord knows what the hell's going to be in here. Just 5 free Pokeballs. I actually found out that Camper Todd, when he rings you up for the rooftop sales, I went up there at some point, and it turns out they don't actually sell Pokeballs anymore. They sell Ultra Balls at discount rate, but they don't sell Pokeballs anymore. So, might as well leave the rappel off for a little bit just to see what kind of wild fare there is in here. There might actually be... Like, I checked the Pokedex for some things, and I found out that Magby is in the wild now, so if I find a Magby somewhere, then I will just catch it. So I've got that registered as caught instead of breeding an egg, which kind of makes breeding the egg a complete waste of time, but for all I know, if I was actually on a decent schedule, I'd have probably come pretty close to the end of this playthrough before 1.3 even dropped. So that's a bit of a thing. And the version 1.3, if we actually have a look at the Pokedex now that I think about it, yeah, it does not show Azumarill as being encounterable anywhere. I mentioned in previous segments that you could find it in Cerulean Cave. Took me I spent quite a lot of time in there trying to find the damn thing and was just flat out unable to. So I inquired about it on the Crystal Clear Discord and was told that it was a 30% encounter chance while surfing on the second floor of Cerulean Cave. There's just a slight problem with that. The second floor of Cerulean Cave is the maze floor, which has no water in it at all, like whatsoever. So you just pretty much can't find the damn thing in the wild at all. And the developer himself said that he added the wild data before he actually mapped out the place, and then later on basically decided he was gonna just take the design from like Red Blue for the cave and then just copy it 1 for 1. So it was probably planned that there was going to be some water in that maze floor at some point, and then he just decided to scrap it and forgot to get rid of the wild data. He has since gotten rid of the wild data, and so Azumarill is now no longer encounterable in the wild at all. So that's why I had to go and grab the Marill from Mount Mortar and evolve it. So Corsola is about what you'd expect from the water. You kind of just find Corsola all over the place when it comes to just surfing in water. What have we got? HP up. I feel like I might invest these vitamins that I'm picking up into my shiny teams, because a really, really stupid thing that happened, I think I've mentioned this before, but there's a feature in the Pokedex that lets you register every single Pokemon as seen just immediately. I did this just to... I think it was just in the process of having a look for Azumarill again. It's just part of that whole thing. I inadvertently hard saved and also save stated over like that thing. And so I was basically stuck having that. And I was about 9 Pokemon away from being able to legitimately see everything in the wild, as opposed to just like having that little feature pop up and just be like... Basically, I didn't want to just register everything as seen. I wanted to earn every single Pokemon having been registered as seen in the Pokedex, basically. My words are being completely and utterly minced here, but I'm sure you understand the point. And so I did a bit of a dick thing and quite literally just reloaded a save state and actually had to regrind my team. I'd finished grinding them to 42, and then that bloody thing happened. So sadly, I was just kind of, I guess, petty enough to regrind my entire team to level 42. And because I was sick and tired of grinding them off of wild Pokemon, I basically just spent like an hour or so smashing out Voltorb, flipping, getting a whole bunch of coins, and spending them all on rare candies. And so as a result, after having used a whole bunch of rare candies on stuff, I am currently sitting on 70 of them. I was on 68, but I found a couple of them in the cave. Yeah, it was really stupid. I probably should not have put myself through the torture of it, because it starts to make me feel a little bit more burnt out on this game. Speaking of bloody burnt out and heat and shit like that. Let's turn the goddamn aircon down in here because it's turning into freaking Mount Vesuvius in this room. So, interesting amount of stuff that you can just sort of randomly find here. I get the impression that the wild encounter tables for these like watery areas isn't really changed from the Route 24 cave. The aesthetic is also very much the same, just sort of like this sort of darkish looking place. The levels seem to be around about the same. The species that you encounter seem to be around about the same. We find seal, we find Psyduck in before we come down here at night, and we just suddenly find Wobbuffet. Let me actually see if that can actually be a thing. Here we go. Is it actually in here? Nope, does not look to be. Okay, so we can't find Wobbuffet in here. Let's actually have a look and see what we can get by fishing. Immediately goes for the Super Rod. I'm starting to wonder if they didn't implement any fishing data at all here. Oh, joy. My favorite, just what I wanted to see. Now see, they could have made it interesting there, but instead they just had to make Tentacool encounterable. I don't understand why. Oh, well, you can find Quillfish at least. So, I guess this is somewhat, because it is near Route 32 and you can just find Quillfish near in Route 32 anyway, that actually makes some kind of sense. But I've already got a Quillfish, so it is still not really that interesting. What is this? Elixir. Alright. What do we got over here? More items. More fun items. And more frickin' tentacles. I get the impression I should probably leave with something different. Like, that's the third rare candy I've found in this cave. Good lord. I think I'm about done exploring wild Pokemon in this place. I'm going to put up a repel here. Oh, more waterfalls. This is why I brought Advent Forward along. I didn't want to replace any of the other moves on its set with waterfalls, so I just got rid of Surf for it, since I'm not going to be needing it for surfing capabilities, and my Slowking here, Zuno, has got Surf on it already, so it's actually got a different party sprite now that actually looks a slightly bit better. It was a little bit fatter and just more derpy looking, as if it was like high or something before, so that's kind of cool, I suppose. Did we just do a full circle? Yes, we did. Okay, in that case, why don't I see if there's first off, see if there's another path I can take. It looks like there is. See if there is another big rock that I can just pick up and show Brock or something like that. I very much doubt that is a thing. Should probably register the item finder here, since I imagine there'll be a shit ton of hidden items here somewhere. It's probably somewhere on this rock platform here. Yeah, item finder sucks in the early generations, because you just cannot find shit with it. Come on, where is it? It's got to be somewhere on this platform here. Come on. It might be down there towards the bottom right, now that I think about it. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. PP up is pretty useless, so whatever. It's unfortunate that they didn't implement the, like, repel ran out, do you want to use another one mechanic. Hopefully that'll be implemented later on, because that is a really awesome mechanic for these games. Speaking of repel. Most useless thing ever. Okay, so there's a ladder, so we can explore that. Where does this actually take us? Out here, where there's just a random cut tree. Yeah, this is the area that was shown off in, like, there's just this video that showed off how the sword functioned. And they cut down that tree and cut up a whole bunch of the grass nearby. And it's probably here. Yeah, here we go. Another goddamn rare candy. Rare candies all over the damn place. Which actually makes me wonder, is there... Okay, it's probably over there. Let me actually have a quick gander there. Oh, another smoke ball. Okay. That's cool, I suppose. Turn on another repel. Just keep on trucking. Oh. Hi. I was not expecting a random trainer. McD. That's an excellent name. Oh, jeez. Primeape. Oh, okay. So I guess he's just a generic trainer in this area. Oh, well, I guess if I'm gonna keep exploring this area, I better knock this idiot over. As much as I would want to just not do that, I probably not really left with any choice. He does have Hitmontop though, so he is kind of cool in that regard. And did not use Detect. I remember Bruno's Hitmontop, whenever I tried using Fly on it, would just keep spamming Detect. It was very obnoxious. Also, a random shiny Pupitar. Why the hell not? Is this like another one of those guys who like that reported a bug and so got an NPC in this game? Because that's probably the only real reason I could see him having a shiny Pupitar in his team. It also makes me wonder if I can register him as a phone number. No. So if I fought him later on, I'd have been able to fight a shiny Tyranitar, but I miss out. It's not like that. It's not like it's that big of a deal anyway. Some fastballs. Okay. That works, I suppose. Also, random item there, which I can't seem to get to. Okay, so this area is just pretty much entirely isolated, so... I guess what I want to do now is I've already explored that section of cave. I've already explored a couple other sections of cave, so I guess the only section I've left to have a look at is the cave entrance on the water. So I'll go have a gander at that. And hopefully I'll be able to find like the pickaxe or something. Now that I think about it, since he left it in the water, it's probably like hidden somewhere in the water. And I gotta use the item finder to find it. If that's actually the case, that's gonna be really friggin' obnoxious. There's a nugget. Alright, let's see if there's anything of use up here. Kind of wonder if there's if I can find that forge. Oh, I've already been here, haven't I? Yes, I most certainly have. Where is this gonna take me out? It's gonna take me out here. Okay. Maybe I could probably be a bit more efficient in my exploration here if I... Oh, have I been here before? I think I have. Let me have a quick look. Okay, so I haven't been here at least. And there's... Geez, that's the third goddamn amulet coin. Also, is that Chaos? That looks very much like Chaos. Also, where the hell am I going? Random experience share. Okay. That works. It would be even better if I could pick it up, but apparently I am just unable to, so let me just go ahead and throw this repel. It's like I was going to get much if I sold it anyway. Okay. I guess we'll just pick up a random experience share. Is this the... Okay, this is actually the main Route 32 that I'm just sort of on. That random little cave section there. Alright. Let's throw a save state and see what this dude's deal is. Darks are uncontestable. Okay. Okay, you know what? If he's got a team of 6 and he scales, then I'm just going to leave him there and challenge him later on. He can be like a mini-boss type deal with a whole bunch of different ducks. So I'll come back to him some point later on, once I maybe have like 16 badges or something like that. I don't know. Alright, let's might as well use this max repel that I've got here. It's longer lasting and it frees up another slot in my inventory. What is this down here? Well, there's a hidden item somewhere. It's probably over here. No. Oh, no, here it is. Full restore. That's always nice. Absolute crap ton of... Oh! Okay, so... It says a Pokemon move might make the cave-in worse, which means that I guess you actually have to use the pickaxe on this thing, which tells me I probably have to explore all of the water in this entire area in order to find this stupid pickaxe and get in there. That's gonna suck. God, that's gonna be so bad. It's not like it's impossible for hidden items to be in the water. It could be here, except it's right here and in the form of a big pearl. That's at least something else I can sell for money. What else have we got? I'm basically just spamming Item Finder at this point, trying to find this stupid pickaxe. If I don't find it before too long, then I will just cut the segment and return once I'm able to find it. Oh. Okay, so first off, there's a hidden item, but here's the pickaxe right here. Which they seem to have ripped the sprite off of from Minecraft. Also, random PP up on the boulder next to it. Okay, so I've got the pickaxe. That didn't seem to be too difficult to find. And back to repel spam. So I've gone from 68 to 72 rare candies, if my memory serves me correctly. So 4 rare candies in this cave. Not going to complain, I'm still going to need to use rare candies to evolve certain stuff, but at least in this regard I can bust my way in here. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, hi. Okay. Enjoying the music, by the way. Wait. Surely that's not the... Oh, okay. I thought that can't be... This can't be the forge. It's a goddamn radio. But nah. Cart full of a whole bunch of... Yeah, charcoal, sure. I mean, to be fair, if he used wood, then he would have had a whole bunch of charcoal to use. But other than that, it should just be regular coal. That's just me being anal and having too much bloody Minecraft on the mind. But I'm pretty sure that pickaxe was bloody... That pickaxe sprite was ripped from Minecraft, so... Can't exactly blame me for it. Let's see if there's any more hidden items here. Does not look to be the case. So I guess I have to wait until tomorrow to get my sword, which kind of sucks. But whatever. Are there even any wild Pokemon in here? Considering he's just made in a friggin' forge here, it's likely that there's no wild Pokemon here. There's no hidden items either. Oh, hello. There's Diglett. Okay, that's not the most interesting thing ever. What the hell is this anvil? Like, the dimensions on it are freaking weird. Like, I don't get that at all. This forge also looks a bit weird, but I guess you can only do so much with, I guess you can only do so much when you've got this kind of, graphics to work with, so... It's kind of cool that it's been implemented like this. I actually kind of wonder if you can get to use the little, like, forge for yourself. It's not likely, but whatever. Okay. So, I guess I'm just gonna sort of leave him to his own devices, and I'll have to come back maybe next time to grab the sword. Not that I'm in a huge rush to do so, because it's not like I need the sword to go and explore the grass outside, but whatever. How quickly am I going to be able to get out of this place? I think I might be able to get out from here. You know what? It works. I'm just gonna fly to Cherry Grove and then go and have a look in the grass. So it's likely that the grass is just probably where I'm going to be able to find Wild Magby here. Although it is kind of considered Route 32, so it's probably just got more of the standard Route 32 fare. So let me just go ahead and waste the rest of this Super Repel. And let's see what we get in here. Okay, just Wild Stantler. It does not make a great deal of sense for there to be Wild Stantler here, but I guess if you want to use a Stantler in this playthrough, then by all means go nuts. Ekans is about what you'd expect. You might be able to slightly repel trick for Magby if they are here, because I expect Magby will probably be like level 5 here. You'll still have to deal with Mareeps and the aforementioned Stantler. But it doesn't look like Ekans is any higher than level 4 here. The only way to find out for sure is to repel trick that with the level 5 Pokemon. It kind of makes me think that if Magby can be found anywhere in this place, it's probably in that Forge Room. Since it's got a whole bunch of like coal and shit like that, and Magby's just sort of... Just the Magmar line has like connotations to coal and stuff like that, and just friggin' great deals of heat and stuff like that. It obviously wouldn't want to hang around anywhere else since it's a bit too frickin' damp and cold and wet and all that sort of crap, but... It's either in this grass as probably like a 1% encounter or some shit, or it's in that Forge Room. But since I'm past 27 minutes of recording here, I think I'm gonna hunt that thing down off screen. And what I'm gonna do to end this segment, because I've beaten the Elite Four, there are certain things that are reset. One of those things, if we go down into Ilex Forest here, let me Super Repel, is Sudowoodo, and I need one of these for the collection since the other one is my old team member. So we go ahead and throw a save, random, just slot 5 save. Oh yeah, it also includes this. You can actually save the game before you encounter the Pokemon, so that when you reload, it immediately starts the battle. So you're able to just soft reset as quickly as you possibly can. It basically just increases the rate at which you can soft reset if you want to get a shiny one of these. I don't really care too much for that though, so I'm just not going to bother saving and just encounter this random Sudowoodo as it is. Also, it does not appear to scale with badges because it is still level 20. That is... however, a pretty awesome DV spread besides the fact that it's a female and thus has a low attack DV. Okay, let's put up a couple Swords Dancers because this thing's got massive defenses. So getting up to +6 attack here and then just sort of random belch and catching and stuff like that will be fun. Which actually, now that I think about it, there's another thing that the developer was concerned for, like, as this hack was releasing. There's apparently like some kind of weird thing with like trainer win like battle text thing, like not playing and causing the game to crash. Like basically you could beat a trainer and then the game just suddenly crashes. I've not had that, so that's a bit of a positive. It seems MGBA works pretty damn well with this. I mean, it's not without its bugs, because we had that weird graphical glitch thing, and I've had the game crash twice, once on screen. But besides that, there doesn't seem to be a huge issue that is exclusive to the MGBA emulator. Like on some occasion, the music just randomly stops when you enter a new area and immediately open the start menu. That sometimes just causes the music to not turn on, but besides that, it's still been looking reasonably solid, so I'm happy with that. I have churned out a 30-minute segment here. I have managed to avoid tearing my throat to pieces as well, which is astonishing beyond any sort of belief, but fair play, I guess. Next time, we're going to go to those battle sims that I said I was going to do in this segment and then put off. Also, I will be showing off the Magby if and when I find and catch that thing. So, I will see you for that.